that is what you should check out to if you are trying to buy yourself a laptop, yeah? So make sure that you are choosing the kind of operating system you want. That is very important. OS za hii mambo are very easy to use, by the way, as opposed to Windows. That's something that most people don't know. So make sure you're getting yourself that kind of information. That's what we roll here every single day, technology on Tech Voice here on Biashara Tuesday. We have a couple more of that we have posted on our YouTube pages. We'll also be posting that one later on. I think in just a few minutes, you can find it at KUTV Kenya. But away from that, because when you want to buy a laptop, you have to save. So we want to see how much you should save, how long you should save, how important it is to save. And I'm sitting here with a financial planner, Millicent Wangui, who is joining me on set here for the first time to help us discuss matters of youth and savings. Karibu kwa show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like your earrings. I wish I could be allowed to do that. Yeah, my producer, check on that, yeah?
Thank you so much.
Great, yes. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I am well, how are you? I didn't expect.
Fine, thank you.
Right, so now, why, before maybe we get into the conversation, you could introduce yourself on this camera.
Oh, thank you so much. My name is Millicent Wangui. I'm a financial planner. I basically work with the youth to enable them to save and to show them how you can do it and available options in the market. Yes.
Let's get to it. Why should we save? Why at all should we save?
Well, you do like a good lifestyle, right? And basically, let's say the youth we can say less than 30 years. In the next 10 to 15 years, we are going to be needing wealth, not money, but wealth. We need to get to a point where we are wealthy enough to sustain ourselves in future. Yeah, so that's basically one of the main reasons why we should start saving now, when we are still, most people don't have the much liabilities, the expenses, as opposed to maybe
people
10.
Don't have families, they have mortgages.
Yes, as opposed to 10 to 15 years later. Yes.
Someone would argue that if I save, I am just putting my money somewhere and it's not doing anything, so I don't want to do that. Well, how would you advise such a person?
Well, I would advise such a person that you save to pay yourself in future, right? Let's say, for example, you just put a small target of you want to save for 1 year to go to Mombasa. Has that money saved you? Has it helped you in any way? Yes, it has.
Future me is going to Mombasa.
Yes, exactly. Which maybe you've not been there for the last 5 to 10 years, or maybe you were sponsored the last time. So maybe this time you're going to go with your own money. There's that freedom. There's that, that feel good.
Gives you that freedom.
Yes.
Right, now, if you have nothing to save then, what happens then?
No, there's no such thing as you have nothing to save. You can save as little as 100 shillings in a day. Yes, you can. I normally advise my people, there's a 50, 30, 20 rule that I normally advise my people. 50 should be your expenses. Your monthly, let's take, for example, per
50,
month.
30?
50, 30, 20.
Okay.
Yes, 50 should be your expenses. Then the 30 should be your pesa ya kucheza nayo.
Like, pesa sherehe.
Your words, not mine. Yes, and now the 20 should be your saving. Yes.
Right. So how eventually, if you get to a point, maybe I'm saving my 100 bob today, tomorrow I save 100 bob, but kesho kutwa I have nothing. How will I prevent myself from getting into those savings?
Well, in the market currently, there are very many options where you can save your money. You can choose to opt maybe to do it in the bank, of which that one.
Watu wako na ish about
it, unafikia, yes. There's an option, there are insurance companies where they have the savings policies where you can put kidogo money. It's under lock and key. Once it matures, you get your money as a lump sum. Yeah, so there are very many options in the market. There are also these money market funds. Yes, very many options.
Right, now have you been saving yourself?
Yes, of course. 50, 30, 20.
And how long has that been?
Personally, I was those people who used to save even my pocket money. Like I used to save with the goal of, when you're in school, you hear there's a new movie that came out. Yes, so you save to go and buy those movies. Right. That feel good. Like when you're watching, you're like, I watched this movie. Or you
because
save.
I saved up for this.
Yes. So I used to be those people who even pocket money, you will save. But when you don't to use it, I will give it to my parents. After Form 4, unapata as a lump sum. You see, in the 4 years, I have this amount of money. Then now you redirect it to something else. Yes.
Is there information out there for us to read on, or maybe to take a look at in terms of how to invest, how to save, especially now that you're a financial planner? What kind of resources can we get anywhere, or even from you, or a website, or reading material that you can use to get saving information?
Well, that's a good question. Thank you for that. And what I can say, saving is a culture. It's not something that you can be taught. It is only, you can only get the financial education on how you can do it and where, and the good places you can do it. But as I said, it is a culture where you have to cultivate it. And most people, where they go wrong is that you didn't start cultivating it from maybe when you were young. Because right now, most people, even our young generation currently, you will spend money that maybe you don't even have in the name of sherehe. Like you will
not a targeted attack, I hope.
Not really. But yes, you will save money that you do not actually have. And you will end up even going to this. Nowadays, there are so many apps. This one's for loans. For loans.
Yes.
That's reachable money. Yes, so as I'm saying, it is a culture that you need to cultivate.
You have to cultivate from way back.
No one can teach you how to save.
How does someone balance savings and debt now? Kama mtu ako in debt sana and they still want to save, how can they solve such a situation?
What I can say, you can choose to maybe track your expenses. You see, where am I going wrong? Are you the people who say, on impulse, you'll just pass by somewhere, you see, this is something nice. On impulse, you buy. You had not even budgeted for it. That is how you reduce your debt, by the way. Because most of the debt comes from the impulse things that you did not even need in the first place. Yes.
Right, so impulse purchases, watu wawachane, wajipange. That's how they solve their debt issues, debt vis-a-vis savings.
And also you can try to check, what do you have, like what's your network? What's your net worth? What are you left with after your expenses, after your debts, as in what is your net worth? So maybe your net worth is around, let's say for example 20,000, but you want to own an 100,000 phone. So utaenda ukope ndio ununue simu,
ndio ongeze hapo,
ndio useme uko na brand.
Exactly.
Why go through that?
Kweli.
Yes.
So you should make smart financial decisions.
Yes.
You are a financial planner.
Yes, I am.
What exactly does that entail?
It entails, as I said earlier, I work with the youth basically, and it entails advising the client on what are your options. Like maybe, for example, you might be feeling like you don't know what you're doing in your life, as in you don't know what you're doing financially. So you might come to me, you tell me, this is what I'm earning, this is what I want to do in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. How can I go about it? Right.
Now, as you advise people, of course, to save, do you prefer that they saved in the bank, under a mattress, in a sacco, kwa chama ya kuzungusha 20,000, which is the best savings platform that you would advise as a financial planner?
Well, the best saving platform, it is tailor-made to suit your needs. Yes, in the sense that you might be wanting to save for long term. You might be wanting to save to start a business. You might be wanting to save short term. You might want to save, just a simple example, you want to save 50,000 to go to Mombasa at the end of the year. That will help you. You want to save 50 million to build a home in the next 20 years. That is possible. So the viable options will be dependent on what you want. What is your goal? Yes.
So the goal, whether you're saving for short term, long term, what kind of business you want to get into.
Yes, right. There are many options.
Is there a difference between how people save on short term? For example, can I save for a trip, or if Nina save for a land or property somewhere? How different are they?
They are different in the sense that, first of all, you need the discipline. And that is where all these options come in, the insurance policies, the SACCOs, that's where it comes in. If you're saving for maybe a trip to, let's say, Dubai, whatever, you may do a SACCO, because once your money, you give money, then you get it. Ama the chama za kuzunguka, unapanga such that if I give for 6 months, the 6th month ni mimi napata. So hiyo pesa imekutosha ya kwenda
dubs.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to save for maybe a Subaru, ama property ya Zero Hero.
Hey, kweli, leo watu wameattack Subaru sana.
I'm a Subaru owner myself.
Oh.
Yes.
Subaru,
I also feel attacked.
In the studio. you felt attacked, yeah?
Yes, but if you want to save for that Subaru, you need some discipline and somewhere where you can save which will not hurt your pocket. Like you will not sleep hungry in the name of I'm going to own a Subaru in 2 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Usilale njaa ukisave pia.
Usilale njaa ukisave. Do something that is workable, which is achievable, and find options at where your money will grow. Like if you can afford to save maybe 10,000 in a month, get something like maybe these insurance policies. They offer around 4.5 to 5% per year on return. Yes. So maybe let's say a Subaru 1.2, 1.5. You want 1.5 in 5 years. Unaweka kitu kidogo, then it will accumulate some growth, some carbonus. Hii itatosha kununua hiyo Subaru. Yes.
Kweli, na discipline is important.
Discipline is very important. In saving, it is very important. And that is why these insurance companies come in the sense that you cannot access your money. As compared to the money market funds, as the SACCOs, the locked savings account. If you have an emergency, you'll go for that money.
Very fast, even when you don't have an emergency sometimes.
Yes, when you think that maybe you need something. Let's say, for example, I was reading something about the Diderot effect, if I'm saying it right. It's a situation whereby, let's say, for example, you go and buy a suit. Sai, uende kwa duka ununue suti. Then you'll be like, I think I can buy a tie to complement this look or a pair of shoes. Yes, not that you needed it, but you just feel
like you need to add that into that.
Yes, that's where we go wrong. Like you had not budgeted for it. You wanted a suit. Ulienda ukitaka suti. Lakini unasikia na ni kama
accessory.
Yes, that's where we go wrong. That's why we don't have the discipline. And we don't blame. It's our culture.
So how does someone then build up their discipline?
You get options where they will show you discipline. Okay, I don't want to say show you discipline, but like yes, when you
discipline you.
Yes, like when you save somewhere where you cannot access that money, that is discipline enough. Yes.
Pia kama you're the problem, you just put the money far away from you. You might be trying to keep it next to yourself, and then labda discipline haikuji.
Exactly. Kama venye nakwambia nikiwa high school nilikuwa napatia mama yangu hiyo pesa. Unamwambia mom, see you can help me that what for? Please explain to me why you need 1,000. Yes. What have you asked for and I have not given you?
I used to have something like that where I give my friend money and tell them, look, don't give me this money for whatever reason it is that I will tell you until this particular date. So maybe that might work for some people as well.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it can.
Before we come back and see more on youth and savings, I hope we are ready for the game. Is it ready? Right. So we are going to play a game here.
Okay.
I want you to take this paper. I hope you can save yourself, yeah?
Let us see if I can.
Okay, so what we do here, this is called Identify the Brand. If you are joining us for the first time and have never played this game, welcome to the show. So what we're going to do is it's a speed game, yeah? So get your adrenaline shooting up.
Okay.
And then I have no idea too. So I'm also playing, just like yourself.
Okay.
And then we'll see who will save themselves. Right? So the game, we have questions and then it's a speed test. You're going to write whatever question it is they're asking. I think it's 5 items, 10. 5 items of the 2 questions that are going to be asked, starting right about now. Right, what's the number 1 question? Name 5 SACCOs in Kenya.
5
SACCOs. SACCO ya kusave.
SACCO.
Right, let's go. 20 seconds. If you're home, type it on the comment. I ran out on me, time out. Kweli, next question number 2, adrenaline game. Come over Facebook, make sure you're sending in I want to see who wins this time. I have something for you guys. Kitu mzuri sana. We're going to pop culture now. I am being informed, and this is the question on pop culture. 5 items. What's the question? 5 Academy Award winning actors. 5 Academy Award winning actors, starting right about now.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Too much pressure.
Oh, no.
Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Can we reduce the volume of that timer? My goodness, what have I written? Let's see. Let's exchange papers and see what you wrote. Nikubaya sana. Tuangalie SACCOs. Ameandika Harambee Sacco. In account. Alafu ya pili amefanya signature hivi.
Stima Sacco. It was the
this
time.
This is Stima.
Yes.
Stima Sacco. Right, we agree. So how do we give you a full mark? What do I have there?
He has Wakulima Sacco. Is that viable?
Yeah.
Okay. Ken Varsity.
Yeah, I believe.
And Mwalimu Sacco.
Yeah. So those are that for the SACCOs. If you are at home, please send us those SACCOs. We want to know. Not a SACCO like this, bro. Like a SACCO where you save money. That's what we are trying to have a conversation about. The second one was pop culture, and we were naming Academy Award-winning actors, and that is a question that I think I failed thoroughly. I tried to write Jon Snow, and then I realized Jon Snow
that is his acting name.
That is not his actual name. But here she has Bill Murphy. Bill Murphy. Would you Bill Murphy? Right, Bill Murphy. The next one is, which one is
Cedric,
this?
the entertainer.
Cedric the entertainer is...
Yes. I hope.
Is he award-winning? What Academy Award-winning? He has never. I don't think he has. What do I have there?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise may win Oscar. Right. And Leonardo DiCaprio. How did I forget that? But yeah, I only got one. Imagine. Yeah, I only wrote one. I'm sorry, the timing was giving me too much pressure. There's too much pressure. You agree, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, but we'd love to know. That's okay. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So you have...
How about 3?
You have 3?
You have 4.
I have 4. Out of 10. That is, my goodness. We can't even save ourselves. Tumejaribu sana. Thank you very much for playing the game with me.
Thank you.
And now, for someone as we try and also wind up the conversation we're having on youth and savings, should only the youth save? Was there our FICO save? No,
they should also save for retirement. Yes, everyone is viable to save. Like, I basically work with the youth. That's why I'm a huge advocate of the youth and saving. But also the older generation, like, let's say you need money for your retirement. Like, not all the time you're dependent on your kids. Yes, uliwafunza, you need them to
take care of you.
Yes, but you can also work on that. You build a fund that will takuskuma throughout your retirement.
Kweli. Before we ask for maybe somewhere the people want to get financial advice, we could get to that before you give your last remark. Where can people who want to get financial advice from you plan themselves, find you, or even a physical location, or online social media?
Well, I'm basically doing online currently. Hopefully I'll have my own physical establishment later. And maybe I can give my number where they can reach me. Social media handles, Yes.
Social media handles. You've already given that out?
Yes, I've given it to you.
Okay.
To your crew, yes.
Okay.
So maybe phone number only for now.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it's 0704 486 999. 0704 486 999.
Right. Social media accounts, I'm being told, are on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
So that's okay with you.
That's fine with me.
Right. So have you ever seen someone do save for the wrong reasons?
Well,
or is there something like saving for the wrong reasons, really?
You might see it as a wrong reason, but according to the person saving, it is a viable reason. So there's never a wrong reason for saving.
You never advise someone against saving for something like, save hapo, save sasa huku kwingine.
No, means of saving, that's the difference. Not the reason for saving, but where you are saving and how you are saving.
Okay.
Yes.
And you said the most upcoming, the most advisable way to save is the one that is tailored for yourself.
Yes.
Right, so you have to take a look at your needs. Unataka kusave for nini, and then see whether you go for a SACCO, Harambee Sacco, Mastima Sacco,
exactly,
or in the bank. Thank you very much for having the conversation with me.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been wonderful. It's been fun. Yes, it
has been. I love that you have been able to share the conversation with us. And if you missed anything on this engagement that we just had, we are live on Facebook. You can roll back and get some of it. We are uploading it also on YouTube. Youth and savings. How do you save for some of that Subarus? that you guys want to buy? How do you save for Vasha? Yeah. How do you save for land from Zero Hero Properties, who we just had on set as well? How do you save to buy yourself a device that we just showed you on our Tech Voice segment? How do you save so that you can have data or Wi-Fi to watch this show? This is Biashara Tuesday. My name is Richard Okenye. I'll be back in a short while.